I do not have high hopes for this at all anymore.
Thomas and Friends,
Oh my god,
Wonders of
that's
Sodor,
Toby and Henry!
showing you all what's next for the game and when you can expect.
What the f*** was that? Said Thomas.
A lot has happened since I last made a Thomas video of any kind. I do still plan on doing my analog horror, that is going to come at a later date. But with that being said, let's get straight into the topic of today's video, and that is the Dovetail Direct and the Thomas and Friends reboot show coming out very soon, September 17th. Now, my first thoughts when I saw this, I'm not a big fan of the kid voices. I'm gonna be brutally honest, I think a lot of people have said that. I'm still gonna hold out hope for this show, because it does look good in terms of animation. And me and my friends went to go debunk to see if it was AI, and there was like a few things that stood out, but like nothing to clearly indicate the use of artificial intelligence, so I'm gonna give it a chance. I feel like that's what we need to do, because I've seen a lot of negative reviews on the show, especially because of either the voices or just the way the plot might look, and those concerns I completely understand, but I still feel like we could get something good from this. The only nitpick I really have is that I don't understand as to why Gordon's voice sounds a lot like a voice Edward would have.
Thank you for being so helpful.
It's something that really threw me off when I watched the trailer, and I had to play it back a few times to make sure I was not like hearing things or going schizophrenic, but Gordon doesn't sound like Gordon. Gordon sounds a bit more like, you know, I pulled the express, I am a big man, you know? He sounds more like sort of too proud of himself, whereas now he's got the same sort of gentle voice you'd expect Edward to have, where he's like kind and caring. He's like, oh, thank you, Thomas. And I'm just like, it doesn't really make sense. But I'm still, despite all that like the nitpicky stuff, I'm still holding out hope for this, because like the toys are, well, the merchandising is alright. It's not the best. I mean, Playrail still has it like nailed down to a T, but honestly, I can expect good things from it. I'm just not expecting big things. So I reckon it's just gonna sort of blend in, which isn't what I want, but I just hope they don't go down the same route as Big World, Big Adventures. God damn, no, I hate that. There's this, I don't even know what to say, I can't remember the name of it, but this weird thing, I don't know the name of it. Apparently it's from that All Engines Go reboot I never watched, and I don't know how I feel about it.
That's what friends do.
I really don't. Like, Bertie's understandable, but I feel like we're taking the line too far here. Harold looks, God, and Mavis, Jesus Christ, but no, I do have hope for this. At least, I hope I do. But to skip that topic, that is the new Thomas reboot. It looks alright. It has promise, but I'm not expecting anything too big. Now for Wonders of Sodor, this is very recent, so this is still me a bit off the rails, but I waited about an hour for this announcement for Wonders of Sodor, sit through all the Train Sim 7 stuff, and that does look good. But we finally got to Wonders of Sodor, and they've listened to the community, and there's something I do want to point out is Thomas's green LBSC library. I definitely didn't bring that up in a video at all. I think it would be cool if we could get customization for the engines. Nothing like using our money to buy them, but by playing over time and gaining AP and purchasing them. Thomas the Tank Engine Remake says that the customization idea I came up with was a good one. So they came up with a few options, like Thomas with his LBSC green paint. I do want to talk about the library before we get onto the actual announcements from the Dovetail Direct. And I do want to say the fact that it says free library. Now, this could mean one of two things. Now, they could either make us pay for library with our money, which is something I'm not a big fan of, or they will do what I suggested in the second video of the Wonders of Sodor series and let us use the attribute points to buy libraries in the game, which is what I really hope they go for. And if what they said on the Dovetail Direct is true and they do listen to community feedback, and I do hope they see this, I really hope that Dovetail and the crew behind it go for this, because I feel like that's probably the best and safe option with all of this. And I reckon like they can, like they've got something there, and Thomas's library looks amazing. Now, with that out of the way, let's talk about the new announcements coming to Wonders of Sodor. We are going to be getting additional patches and updates to the game, which will now include an official facial expression wheel, which is going to be amazing. We are finally going to be able to have machinimas and everything, and I'm so excited for it. That the community is going to do wonders with this. Our first sorry, this is really, I'm really like excited about this. Our first new character arriving to Wonders of Sodor this winter, which is really ironic he's arriving in the winter because of the flying kipper. We are getting Henry. Henry is coming to Wonders of Sodor this winter. In just about 4 months' time, we are getting Henry, and that is exciting. And then arriving early next year, he's square. We're getting Toby. We are getting Toby in Wonders of Sodor, and I honestly don't know what else to say. I am a bit bummed we didn't get to see a bit more of an inside look with Wonders of Sodor, to the point that someone posted this image right after it concluded. Like, that was so quick for it to come out. But I am really excited for where Wonders of Sodor is going to take us, and I really hope we get more inside peeks like this, because this is just really big. And I'm so excited for what's to come for this game. And it's clear they've listened to the community, because we've gotten the engines that we've been wanting for a while. It's going to take ages for us to get new engines, because we've got Henry this winter and Toby early 2027. So it means we're going to have to wait a while before we get any more news about new engines, which is a bit... It does suck for us, but personally I think the wait is worth it. So all in all, this week with Thomas and Friends, we've had a reboot which looks somewhat alright with a bunch of nitpicks, and Wonders of Sodor with Henry and Toby. I know it's a quick video, there's only so much I can talk about without going on some more autistic tangents. But with that being said, I'm Jinx. I've got a bunch of other Thomas content if you want to go check it out. It ranges from analog horrors to reviews on Wonders of Sodor and reading you guys' comments on what you want to see. Seriously, go check that out. I also do a bunch of gaming stuff, but other than that, I'm Jinx, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye bye!
The deluxe version of Thomas and Friends Wonders of Sodor will be available on a physical disc, releasing later this year.
Oh, it comes with a sticker pack too. I love that. You know just how excited you've all been to hear what's coming next from us at Dovetail and what's next for Wonders of Sodor.
Today we're very excited to confirm that our teams are currently developing new content for Thomas and Friends Wonders of Sodor. We've been listening closely to your feedback, reading your comments and discussing what you'd like to see from the game in the future. Thanks to that support, we're pleased to be able to share a little more about what's ahead. On screen now is our first Thomas and Friends Wonders of Sodor.
That's Toby and Henry!
Showing you all what's next for the game and when you can expect new information. As you can see, we're going to be bringing you 2 new characters to the game over the coming months. Keep your eyes peeled on our socials and we'll be sharing more with you soon.
We're also pleased to announce that as of today, we're giving all players of Thomas and Friends Wonders of Sodor a free LBSC Thomas Anniversary livery to celebrate the launch and community. Log in now to claim and play.
That's our Thomas and Friends Wonders of Sodor update done for today. Thanks for joining us, and back to you, JD.